LEGO officially announced the Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler set, and I couldn't be more excited about it. I got to see it firsthand last year during LEGO Fan Media Days, where I also got the opportunity to interview the designer and ask him all about the model. So if you're curious about that, here's how it went.
My name is Henrik. I'm a senior designer at LEGO. My previous sets I've been working on is Jurassic Dolores, a small baby dinosaur. Before that, it was the
That's cool.
Spanish flower garden, and before that, the medieval town square, not called medieval marketplace.
Yeah, for sure. I remember all of those. Surprised to see you designing like an actual like Jurassic Park for the Jurassic Park theme. So
Yeah.
that's cool. And so what do we have in front of us?
We have the most iconic Jeep ever made. No, it's the most iconic,
One of them for sure.
Iconic Jeep from the Jurassic Park movies, and also the first one you see in the first movie where you see the dinosaur for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's actually this one, 29, and number 18 is the nice Jeep where we see Alan and Ellen coming, and they're seeing the Brachiosaurus for the first time, and it's so beautiful scene, one of my favorite scenes. So,
for sure. But why do we have 3 Jeeps on the table? Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, I can, and we actually able to make 4 kind of Jeeps.
Okay.
And it's because in the movie there is 4 different Jeeps, and the variation is of course roof, without roller cage. And then the small numbers on the number plates and the hood on the side, it's changed. And you can do the same with your Jeeps. So when you build the Jeeps, or the Jeep, you build it up to this here, and then you can choose what direction you want to go in. If you want to go for the chase, then you leave it like this, putting on the right number 10 for that. Or you can put on the roller cage and then put in number 29 or 18. Or you can go for the full one with the roof and the top light as number 12, and then you have the Netrid scene. So you can choose your choice on the way. It's the same kind of base, but it's a choice you can make.
Pretty cool. And there's some side builds, some items that are taking out of the Jeep, as well as the sign over here. So. Yeah.
There is you have the sign, of course, for the Netrid scene with the rolling arrow part, and you can take it off, so it's kind of if he's drive into it.
Yeah.
And of course you have the info sign with the new ring element, the 8x8. Oh, that's the wrong way. This is a painted one.
Yeah.
And then for the chase scene with the T-Rex, you have to build the cradle. 2 cradles that, and one of the flashlight that Ellen and the park hunting master is using for looking after Jeff Goldblum. I can't remember his real name in the movie. And then you have the chasing scene, and that's also why one of the mirror has this small decorations on or sticker on with the T-Rex coming in there, and
the open mouth.
Yeah,
iconic.
Yeah.
And then we have like a minifigure included in the set as well.
Then there's Netrid in a new decoration torso and a new face decoration.
Okay.
And the hood has only been out in red and white. It's now out in yellow as for the raincoat. And then he has the Barbosaur can as he has had before.
Yeah.
But this time he also has a stick because he tries to lure the dinosaur away with a stick like it's a dog. You're also getting his wig, if you want to have that instead of the raincoat, then you can place the hood on that. And then you have the info plate of the Jeep.
Which was a 4x8 tile.
It's a new 4x8 tile, yeah. We made for this one, yeah. And it's also what they're sitting on the hood up here in grey.
Okay, that's really cool. And you were saying that the minifigure has a new print for the face, even though I think there was an Adri minifigure with like the Dilophosaurus splash on the face.
One. It's a new one we made for that. Still with the splash on, and on the other side he has his glasses on.
Yeah.
So.
From the presentation earlier, you showed us some functions. So could you tell us a little bit more about those?
Yeah, you can steer the whole car with the spare part or the spare wheel.
Okay.
You can open the hood and you can look into the engine. You can take the engine out and the grill out. And then you can play that you're changing some engine part. You can open the doors.
Yeah.
And if you want to change the whole thing, all the seats can be taken out and you can have a totally clean one in there.
Then the winch is working.
And the winch is working as well.
Yeah.
So
I've seen some interesting piece choices. I'm kind of seeing some minifigure handbags over there for the lights.
Yeah, I love to use elements in another way than they were thought about. And the lights there is on this car is really a square, roundish light sitting there. And then I thought the bag was kind of spot on.
It's perfect.
So, and then it's fun, it's handbag.
I found it really funny. Is there more of that nice piece usage across the set?
Not as many as I wish, no.
Okay. Fair enough.
This is the whiskers is Harry Potter ones.
Harry Potter ones, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's and then I use the handcuffs as the wire from the battery to the light. So it's.
There's also a cloth piece for the back of that one.
Yeah, there's a textile here we have, and it's something we made for this one, of course.
Yeah.
But it's easy to removable.
It's dual colored. It's black on the inside?
It's black on the inside.
Okay, cool.
So you can turn it around. Yeah. Don't hang me on that because it could be that it's signed on both. But I think it's two colors.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because with these models, there's usually like some very preliminary stuff.
Yeah.
You were just showing the spray painted element, so.
Yeah,
that's a fun curiosity. So let's talk a bit about that. Why are there spray painted elements in here? Because people might not know about that.
It's because it's still so new that it's not all in production yet, and all the new element is not finally in production. The 4x8 plate here is the first test mold we have on this one. This one is still a prototype mold, so it's how we work, that we try to do stuff, and we try to, when we're inventing new elements, we do some prototype molds, and then we get the elements to build with. So it's
but for showcasing purposes, it's awesome. Some building techniques that you're proud of that I should be on the lookout for. I like the building techniques,
but I
please tell me this is cool to build.
I hope it's cool to build. I love to when you have a good building flow and a good building experience.
Yeah.
Also, having the technique part and the system part work together is quite nice, I think. And when you have built the whole bottom here, the whole chassis. And when you build a layer of plates to lock it, and then another layer to kind of get the flow and so on. So it's really a nice upwards building flow you have there, and then also incorporating the hips and the front panel and the whole dashboard and all that. And then of course it's fun when you're building the chairs and then you put them in. It's kind of a nice feeling.
There's a bit of a mix of stickers and decorated elements. That's the nature of Lego sets these days. But what are the prints? Because I can't really make out which ones are those.
The print is all on this one. And then we have in here the instrument. There is a 1x2 cheese slopes with a dashboard. This is just a sticker for now. It's still a prototype.
It will be printed.
But it will be printed that you have two of those next to each other. Then you have the instrumenting. But else it will be stickers. And the reason of that is because you can do the 4 cars. So if it should be printed, then it will be a lot of printing. And then you have them laying around. So it's the option of doing 4 cars.
Yeah, it's a nice way to have all the options available. You're usually doing some buildings. Now you say that you designed the Dolores baby dinosaur and now a vehicle. So is that well, it's different, but how does it feel for you to go from buildings to a car, design-wise?
It was a really fun task, and it's my first big car. I have never built a big car like this before. I only built cars for the minifigures, so
Yeah.
it's a total different. But it was a fun one, and of course I had a chat with a lot of the good colleagues, Mike Seiski, Raphael, whatever, you know them all.
Yeah.
With some issues I had and some small brainstorms and so for solutions and so on. So it was a learning for me, but it was really fun to go there. And also finding the right scale. What scale should we do this in? If it should be smaller or bigger or something.
Yeah. Because I do remember like seeing a concept model for this Jeep like many years ago from Mike Seiski. And I know I asked you this, but I'll ask again. So was that the starting point for this set?
It was. We launched last year or the year before the big T-Rex skeleton.
Yeah.
And it was kind of the start of Jurassic for adults. And then we have the Mike Seiski prototype of the Jeep standing around. And then we thought it would be nice to show this to Universal or Jeep. Because it would be a good time to do this, and of course they loved it.
Yeah.
So it was something that we wanted, and they wanted, and they were happy about that we did. So, yeah.
Awesome. So here's hoping for for the Explorer next, maybe to complete the lineup. Who knows, right?
Who knows? There's a lot of cars in that series. So
I am noticing these red like wedge tiles on the sides of the car. I don't remember seeing these elements.
They also new. They've been out now in gray, and they come
perhaps
in red now. Also.
This is new for me, so that's an exciting element to have.
Also the small corner cheese lobe.
Oh, that's right.
That's also a new piece.
Okay.
Not for this car, but for somewhere else.
It looks spray painted as well.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And actually we also have this corner.
Oh yeah, I think I might have seen this before.
But I think Chris is using that for his museum.
Well, thank you so much, Eric, for showing us around this amazing model. I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park, especially the first movie. This scene will never not be an iconic moment of movie cinema. So I'm really excited about this model. Do you happen to know the release date, piece count, and price for this particular model?
I don't have the release date, the exact release date, but the latest I've heard is in May.
A May release. Okay.
Yeah, the piece count is 1,901.
Okay. And the price you might not know at this point in time.
What it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure getting to see this, getting to talk to you.
Yeah.
Again, we were old colleagues in Creator 3-in-1. There's a fun fact.
Yeah, another fun one is this one.
Oh, the duck. Why is that? I don't remember that reference.
What? There's a dog in the scene.
Is there?
No, it's
Okay, now I'm like, questioning my knowledge of Jurassic Park.
This one we have, and that's from the first movie. The Raptor Claw.
Yeah.
The dog is for the Jeep fans.
For the Jeep fans. Okay.
People that owns a Jeep, they dog each other. When you're driving around, you see another Jeep that you like, you think it's cool, nice, or beautiful.
Okay.
You place a rubber dog on it.
Okay.
And then it's been docked. And that's kind of a symbol that you think it's cool.
Okay.
And it's Jeep that do that. Okay. And Jeeps love the idea that we have a rubber dog in this one. Even though it's not in the movie. And Universal is totally
fine. That's...
So it's kind of...
I didn't know about that. So that's
a funny...
Nice lore
kind of
about the Jeep brand. Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's really cool. Well, thank you so much. And I'm really excited to get my hands on this in a few months from now. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's it for the interview. Now, if you want to see the set's review, keep an eye out on the main channel, as that will go live there very, very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.